Hello Internet and welcome to the weekly Pug Preview. From powerupgaming.co.uk, this is your host, Austin Flynn. Alright guys, we're going to be jumping right into it with Pug's very own Scott Russel, who has just gotten back from Germany and Gamescom 2015. We're going to be interviewing him about one of his newest articles titled Fallout 4 is a Bigger, Better Fallout 3, and be asking him questions about Bethesda's hotly anticipated newest title, Fallout 4. If you're interested in that, then stick around for this week's Pug Preview interview, starting now.
Yeah, okay. I'm fine. I think I'm sobering up a little bit, so I think I'm okay.
So this is our weekly Pug Preview interview here. I am with Scott Russel, and you just went to Gamescom 2015 not too long ago, correct?
Yeah, I did indeed. I was there last week.
Yeah, because you
from Tuesday to Friday.
Very nice, very nice. You've been setting the internet on fire a little bit with a lot of the articles that you've been coming out with. It seems like you've got this Battlefront article. You've got let me just hit the home page really quick here. You got this Until Dawn impression. You have a lot coming out with Gamescom 2015, and it couldn't come at a better time, seeing as how the site is kind of being revitalized here. But what I really wanted to talk about here is your Fallout 4 article. If we could just go, I could get a quick question in about that, kind of preview what you said in it, because from what I had seen in the comments, you've actually gotten quite a bit of positive feedback from the readers, which, as we all know, being writers is very hit or miss, correct?
Yeah, I mean, the internet is kind of a cesspit for negativity and stuff, so it's kind of nice to have some positive feedback on something. I guess the response has been positive from what I've written, the way I've written, and also kind of the content of the article and how I've kind of represented Fallout 4, and I've kind of taken a more positive slant on the game rather than apparently. So I haven't read widely on anything negative, but apparently some other stuff on M4G, that sort of stuff, has kind of been negative on it. So I guess I'm kind of a beacon of hope for the game. Even though I think it's going to do fantastically well, I don't know why a lot of places would be speaking negatively about it, because I think it's going to probably be a close to a 10 out of 10 from everything that we've seen so far.
Yeah, I mean, the internet is a brutal place, so I really wanted to showcase this article, because the one thing that you were kind of praised on a lot is your title is Fallout 4 is a bigger, better Fallout 3. And with a lot of articles, we're seeing people saying yeah, here are the similarities, and you can expect this, and yeah. But you kind of say yeah, here's the similarities, here's what's different, here's what's awesome about this game. You kind of take it into a more grand scale than what a lot of we've seen from articles. So what I guess I wanted to ask is, what makes Fallout 4 special in comparison to Fallout 3, or even not comparison to Fallout 3? You seemed very, very hyped about this game. So
yeah, I think that probably the main thing, well, there are a few main points that I kind of cover in the article. I guess one of the main things is the color. I guess it's sort of a really bright game. And I don't know if you played Fallout 3, have you?
I have played Fallout 3 pretty extensively, and from what I remember, drab colors, I'd say.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's a big gray pile of a mess, kind of. It's it's just gray everywhere. Gray and brown.
It's we get it. There's been a nuclear fallout. Yeah. We get it.
Yeah, it's okay, people are kind of sad. There's, people are kind of ragged. They're wearing used clothes. They've been to a Goodwill store.
Okay, so the color palette that the game uses is much broader, which is good.
Oh yeah, definitely. Even the blue and yellow of the Vault, I don't know, jumpsuit, if you want to call it, that sort of thing. It's so much brighter. The sky is so blue. There are touches of red and green here and there on different items in the environment, like trucks and robots and that type of thing. I think it just kind of revitalize it. And the main thing that I kind of felt with the color was it was a good way of showcasing the kind of violent destruction of the world because there's obviously still like lots of debris and kind of broken down things around the environment, but there's also the color. So it kind of shows like the technologically advanced society as well as its like destructive qualities. You know, I kind of felt that there was a nice mix there. Whereas in Fallout 3, we kind of had, you know, cars destroyed, which were kind of futuristic looking. There were kind of like rusty old weapons and robots that you would see like about the place, but it still felt kind of grounded in sort of a 1950s era society, whereas I think that this feels really technologically advanced, and I think that we get a good impression of that. It's probably because of like the, you know, the technological advancements of our time. You know, like PS4,
Yeah.
Xbox One, PCs are obviously better than like they were in 2008. So obviously they're able to showcase color a lot more. You know, make it vibrant. And I feel like the colors really pop. You know, like it's really like a standout feature of the game.
Okay, so aesthetically speaking, there have been advancements made, and we have the same drab colors that we got in Fallout 3, but we also have more, I guess, a brighter selection that kind of it makes everything else pop more, gives everything
Yeah,
else more of a meaning.
definitely, definitely.
So that's an aesthetic change. Can we get one
Yeah.
before we're done? Can we get one gameplay difference?
Oh yeah, I think there are lots of like dynamic changes to the game. I feel like kind of, you know, there were random events happening in Fallout 3, like enemies would attack you from random places. You know, they would just come at you without warning. They come behind you, that sort of thing. But I think this time it's still random, but it's still like a little bit more natural.
So it's not just, okay, we have these group of people and they're always here, and we have these group of people and they're
Yeah,
always here. It's more, there's more variety throughout the world, which I mean,
yeah.
that's the way the world is. I'd imagine that in a world where nuclear fallout happened, not everyone's going to be all in the same spot. So
Oh yeah, I think it's just a little bit more, I don't know, cinematic as well. Maybe kind of Fallout kind of has, you know, famously sort of like janky, I want to say, like animations and that sort of thing. So I guess it's taking more of like a, I don't want to say Call of Duty because it's obviously not like Call of
no,
Duty
no.
in many ways, but it's sort of more like not scripted, you know, but sort of a natural movement, that sort of thing. You know, it's sort of like you can imagine like a scripted event happening where enemies would flood in at you at one point from like different angles of the environment. And I think it's kind of they're sort of incorporating that type of thing into Fallout 4, which is really nice.
Okay, so I guess we could say a heightened color palette and natural encounters with NPCs and enemies are a few of the things you can look forward to. If you want to find out more of the stuff that you can look forward to, just as well as general information about the game, go to powerupgaming.co.uk. Look at Scott's piece. It is phenomenal. A lot of people have been really liking it, and it is on our main page right now. It's Gamescom 2015. Fallout 4 is a bigger, better Fallout 3. So, Scott, thank you so much for putting that out for us.
Thank you very much, Austin. Thank you for letting me do this, and thank you for calling me at 5:15 in the morning to do this interview.
You know what? And I got to say, you don't sound the slightest bit drunk, so you can hold your
I'm
liquor.
I think you've sobered me up with your sultry tones.
It's
You know?
what I'm known for.
Yeah, it's your smoothie. Your not your smoothie, but your smooth Adam Sandler like voice and image.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Oh God.
The drunkenness is starting to show now.
Oh
Well,
Christ. Time to call it a day.
before he starts getting a little too loopy, you guys take it easy, and that is Pug Preview of the Weekly Variety. Take it easy, guys.
Take it easy, everyone. Goodbye.
And we're back. Well, guys, if Fallout 4 isn't your thing, we have plenty of other articles on the website that you guys can check out. Myself, I just wrote a Ronda Rousey article, Top 10 Gaming Gals. Who could tussle with Ronda Rousey? If you're interested in MMA, if you're interested in tough gaming girls, you should check that one out. We also have a couple reviews out. Whispering Willows review by Harry Bowers, a Arkham Knight review by Jamal Ryan, and a Rocket League review by Adam Lloyd, as well as a Velocibox review from myself. So plenty of reviews going, and as you guys probably already know, we also have plenty of vids going around. We have a new series coming out called Trivial Gamers, where we basically gather up a group of 4 or 5 people. We make up or tell a story about gaming that is either true or false, and the other people around us have to figure out whether or not it is true or false. We have that coming out. Really funny stuff there. We also have a video review of Whispering Willows, as I've talked about earlier. We have a very funny, I guess you would say, horror video with Silent Hills PT with our very own video editor, Dallin Schmidt, or as we like to call him very affectionately, Dilly Dally. He is not one for horror games, and you can tell by the way he cries in that video. So check out, or you could type in, I guess, in YouTube, Scared Schmidtless, PT, Silent Hills, JD Schmidt, which is SCHMIDT. And we also have Pug Play Splatoon, which is myself and Dallin playing Splatoon. It's pretty self-explanatory, and we talk about what we think about the game. Well, if any of that stuff interests you, log on to powerupgaming.co.uk. Guys, it was great. Expect to see me again next week, and I will see you then. Anyways, guys, from Pug to you, take it easy.